Chilly temperatures did not slow down the Toppers this week, as we have a handful of scores to recap, highlights from the baseball team's senior night, and a closer look at sprinting sensation Jack Burt. Stay tuned. Welcome, Hilltopper fans. Marshall athletes have been very busy in the past week with games, meets, and matches. Starting with the girls' softball team, the girls went 1-2 this past weekend at the Badger tournament against some very tough competition. Their win came against Grafton in dominating fashion, winning 11-1. The boys' tennis team extended their winning streak to 3 matches after 2 wins in the past week. The Toppers won 7-0 against Superior on Friday and followed that up with a 4-3 victory over Virginia on Monday. Marshall's baseball team has had things clicking on offense as of lately, putting up big numbers in the past 2 games. On Friday, they defeated Two Harbors 11-3, and last night's senior night proved to be another big night for the Bats, as the boys beat Eveleth by a score of 11-1 in 5 innings. Senior Tyler Peterson got the start for the Toppers on a frigid night out at Wade Stadium. Peterson ran into trouble early, but would settle in later, striking out Golden Bears hitters and helping out his own cause with some nice defensive plays off the bump. Scoring for the Toppers started early in the first after a triple by senior Peter Lenz. Freshman Ben Peterson followed up with an RBI single driving in Lenz. The scoring would really take off in the bottom of the 4th inning. Derek Wayne got things going with a single up the middle, scoring senior Murphy Steininger. Cullen Mudrack would get into scoring position, showing off his speed, swiping second base. Cole McCoe would find a soft spot in the defense later that inning to drive in 2 and put this one out of reach for Eveleth. That win puts the baseball team on a 3-game win streak, which they will look to continue tonight versus Pine City. Both the boys and girls track team competed at the Greenway Invite on Thursday. On the girls' side, Samantha Mark took home first place in the 100-meter dash with a time of 12.96 seconds. For the boys, Jonathan Burt still cannot be slowed down in the 100 and 200. Burt took first place in both with times of 10.89 seconds in the 100 and 22.25 seconds in the 200. For this week's feature story, let us take a look at standout Jack Burt as we break down the numbers on his incredible times on the track. Only a sophomore, Jack Burt has already established himself as one of the fastest runners in not only the Northland, but in the state. His times at last week's meet were his career best. In the 100 meter, his time of 10.89 seconds would mean he would run, on average, about 20.5 miles per hour. At that pace, Burt would technically be speeding in a school zone. One of the hardest workers, according to Coach Brenda Pluntz, Burt has always seemed to have an idea he might be good at track.
I ran my first year here in 7th grade. I was always really fast in elementary school, so it was just kind of a natural step.
Burt's time in the 200 isn't much different, as his strength training from football has helped his endurance in the longer sprints.
Yeah, definitely, because the weightlifting program for football really helps the leg strength.
Okay.
And then just overall speed training really helps being a running back in football.
Jack, on average, traveled 30 feet per second in both the 100 and 200. To put that into perspective, the common school bus is 45 feet long. Burt can run the length of 2 of those in just 3 seconds. His success at state last year as the only freshman in the final heats stood out and even earned him the nickname Freshman Flash in the Duluth News-Tribune. Burt, however, isn't complacent and has his eyes set once again on that state meet.
I feel a lot stronger this year. My goal is top 3 in the 1 and 2 this year at state. And if I decide to run the 400, maybe get to finals, but that one's a little iffy.
Pretty incredible for only being a sophomore, and certainly by the looks of it, he's only going to get faster. Bert and the rest of the track team will be in action again today at Hermantown. Good luck to all those running. Other games coming up the rest of the week include a softball game tonight at 4:30 versus Pine City. Boys tennis has a match versus Hermantown on Friday, and both the boys and girls golf teams will be hitting the links Friday afternoon as well. That is all we have for this week, but before we go, just one more stat on Jack Burt. At this specific time in the episode, around 5 minutes and 40 seconds, had Jack Burt ran at the pace of his 100-meter dash time in last week's meet, he would have been able to run from Marshall School campus to Bayfront Festival Park in that time. Those separated by 2 miles. Pretty fast, eh? Also, congratulations to Jack on being invited to the Hamlin Elite meets in both the 100 and 200. The Hamlin Elite meet hosts the top track stars from around the state. Thank you for watching Hilltopper Headlines. I'm Andrew Colvard, wishing good luck to all competitors in the rest of the week, and as always, go Toppers.